Hey Rick,
Hey Megan, how you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Here we are. It's
I know, right?
January of 2026. It feels like
Wow.
the scare of 20, turning 2000 was just yesterday, and here we are 26 years later, alive and well. And
Crazy.
yeah, yeah.
26 years since that happened. Since the millennium.
What
Oh
was
my
that
gosh.
called?
The
When
millennium.
the millennium,
So it's called the millennium. Yeah.
everybody thought everything was going to stop working, and
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
so
Well,
let's
for
talk about what we predict in
hmm
2026 for the housing market because my phone, we're recording this late in the week, and this is all my
hmm
fault
hmm
because my phone has been blowing up with people that want to talk about selling their houses and
hmm
buying another house. So that's good
hmm
news, and what that means is that what we think is going to happen is probably going to happen, and from a
hmm
housing standpoint. I think there's going to be a pretty healthy increase in the homes that are for sale. That's called the inventory, maybe a 5 to
hmm
10% increase in inventory, which means that buyers are going to have a lot more to choose from. And maybe, I know that sellers really love it when there's bidding wars and things go out of control, but, buyers experience some serious fatigue with that over the last couple of years. So we want these buyers
Right.
to feel safe and happy and healthy coming back into the real estate market and putting an offer in on a house and then maybe having a few houses to choose from. Rick, what do you say from the mortgage standpoint for 2026? What's happening? What's already happened? Things are looking
hmm
pretty good right out of the gate.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Look, this is the best start to the new year we've seen probably in 4 years in terms of the motivation of the market and how people are happy with what's going on. I mean, so the good news is if you look back in history, not that long ago, 2 or 3 years ago, we talked about this a lot on our podcast at that time, 2003, 2004, 23, 23, and 24, that we had a lot of market volatility, huge swings from week to week. And it was impossible to, like, when do you lock a loan? When do you float it? It was very difficult, a lot of swings. The good news is that in recent weeks, really toward the end of the year, rates started easing a little bit, and they're very stable right now. They're not moving one way or the other much right now, which is fine because that level of stability is healthy. It's very healthy. And so what we want to be careful of, sometimes the media and the news we see out there, the saying rates are plummeting, rates are dropping. Well, it's true that rates are going down, but they don't drop dramatically overnight. It's a longer term process for that. But the good news is, look, I think we're going to see rates in the fives, high fives
Mm-hmm.
throughout most of the year. I'd like to see rates lower, of course. Everybody wants lower rates, but I think we're going to see a lot more stable market. And I'm like you, I'm seeing a lot of activity right now. This first week of the year has been very busy. A lot of phone calls, talking to a lot of people. People are writing offers, and they're actually writing offers on houses where there's some inventory, which is kind of nice to see, right? I mean, for the first time, we're not seeing 10 offers on a house bidding up 50,000 over asking. That's just exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I like where the market is. It's very healthy right now. I think we're in a balanced market. I think we're more of a normalized market, and I think that's good for both, buyers and sellers.
Yeah, exactly. I think so too. So I'm excited about this upcoming year. And if you're a seller, you're thinking about selling, just understand the market that we're in and make a plan according to what outcome you want. And a
Right?
buyer, yeah, do it. I think you
Yeah.
locked somebody for us the other day at like what, 5.99 or something on
Yeah,
a
we're at
conventional.
599 on one of our deals right now. So look, that's a gift. I mean, I
I
love
mean,
that
we haven't
market right
seen
there.
rates below six in what, like 3 years, right?
Yeah, 3 years, probably 2022, 23, maybe
Yeah.
20.
You're
We got
probably
to
going to get a
2000.
lot of
We're in
refi
the fives by
requests,
middle of 2022. Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah.
have a lot of loans out there in the last 2 years at 6.75% and
Yeah.
7%. So, um,
Oh,
yeah, bless
excuse
you,
me. Oh my
bless you.
gosh. It's that wind. I've had it.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
for sure.
so okay,
So
that
the
sounds
market's
good.
healthy.
Say it again.
That market's healthy, and I do think with these rates going where they're going, and people have got more equity now than they had 3 years ago. So I think there's more sellers now, even though they're paying a maybe right now a 3% rate on their mortgage, they're more willing now, I think, to take that next step up and move because
Yeah.
rates are more favorable, housing is favorable, they can get a fair price for their house, and they can still get a pretty good rate on the next house.
Agreed. I think it's going to be a healthy, steady year. So, well, good. Well, we wish everybody luck this year in all of their real estate goals. We're here to help you and guide you through and give you the best advice that we can possibly give you.
We're excited. Thank you, Megan. Appreciate
We've
you.
got a full year of exciting lineup of guests and topics for our podcast. And if anybody has any ideas, anything they want us to cover, shoot us a message. Otherwise, we're just going to keep chugging along here.
It's going to be a big year.
All right, Rick, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, Megan. See you next week. Take care.